Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to Ask That Podcast here on YouTube. Do a little history lesson here. Star Wars and comics. A lot of people don't know this. I mean, it's becoming more known now, but the Star Wars comic in the 70s saved Marvel. That kept Marvel going because Marvel's not doing really well. They're having a bunch of issues. That kept them going. And then when they finally got rid of the license because the book just wasn't selling no more and Dark Horse got it, it helped Dark Horse. I mean, everybody knows this now, but Dark Horse, for many years, kept a lot of other licensed properties. This is Star Wars Tales of the Jedi, issue 105. It's a 250 comic. It's not mint. It's got a little ding here and there, but this is one of those where I'd do like a random deal on eBay. So, 20 comics, $10. Okay, yeah. And this is one of the ones that got there. I'm like, oh, this is not reprinted right now. I remember hearing it's pretty good. I remember Tales from the Jedi was stuff set before New Hope. Because this is before the prequel films come out. This is, we didn't have a lot of information from that time. So let's see what we got here. Oh, that gives us a time frame. X, February 94. So yeah, this is that time frame. So what we got here is, this is October 93. Tom Veitch does the script. Chris Gossett does the pencils. Mike Barrerio does the inks. Willie Schubert does the letters. Pamela Rambeau colors. Dave Dorman does the cover. Okay, this is way before the films. And look at this art. It's Tom Veitch. Gorgeous art. Like, I had a reprint of this, like maybe in a trade or something. And I read it back then, but I forgot how gorgeous this is, man. Wow. And the pages, they're getting a little brown. I mean, it's 93, so, 30-year-old comic. Yeah. And it's one where I don't remember picking this up at this time. Star Wars, yeah. I want Star Wars, I'll read the novels. I just never got into the Star Wars comics back then, and now, I wish. Dark Empire, that was the one I wanted to read. I just never got. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Was that? It's written by Tom. See, I forget Tom Veitch did a lot of Star Wars work. There's Alien vs. Predator game. Darth Vader Strikes Back in color. Oh, old classic. Archie Goodwin written. Al Williamson drawn comic strips, but they're reforming. I don't know if I want to reform it. And then look at this. Godzilla vs. Barkley, which does not have that cover. That is not the cover on that, because I've covered that comic. That's not. Enemy, which I've read a couple issues, not bad. Mark never read. Thing from Another World was good. I don't know about Hammer of God. Oh man, that Dave Dorman cover. And you want to know more about Jack, because I remember this time frame, like, little stuff would leak out, like, oh, Lucas, they're letting people do stuff that's not in the films based on other stuff, but you can't do anything about the Wookiees being able to use the Force. And like, oh, why? And that's never been addressed. Or you can't do, what was another big one? There's another big thing, like they told me you could not do anything about what race or species Yoda was. You're like, okay, And there's weird stuff, like there's a bunch of cards, like trading cards, like promo cards it's around this era, maybe a little bit later, maybe 94, 95, that like the promo card got out, but like the card didn't get out and say, like there's one where it's like a bunch of Yoda-looking beings worshiping a Yoda statue. That didn't get out. There's one where the card did come out. They changed it. It was an Ewok jumping onto a biker scout's back, and his fist is up in the air like this above the head. And that's what the art looks like. But in the original promo, there's like a dagger coming out, he's stabbing him. Yeah, like, Star Wars licensing was weird, man. I don't know how it is now with Disney owned. It's probably even weirder. But this is just, and this is, I got a friend of mine whose oldest son, he collects. He's on what, 9's asking me about comics. I told him, like, one thing you need to look for in comics, if you don't know comics well, is either if it's a character you've heard of, means more people have, so there's more eyes on that, it might be a chance. But, stuff like this, licensed titles, like Star Wars, G.I. Joe, Transformers, because there's a chance it'll never get reprinted. If there's enough demand, people will buy that issue. That's why I've held on to this. So I do want this whole run, but I got to get the rest of it. I need to sit down and reread it, and I'm sure the trade's out of print. I don't know, is Marvel even doing the Star Wars stuff anymore? I thought they dropped that back to Dark Horse. I know, like, the Alien stuff went back. Like, it's weird. Like, I don't, like, the Disney stuff's not at Marvel. I don't know if if Disney just want Marvel to publish Marvel stuff. I'm not sure on that. as far as Star Wars goes, for nod Phil, my favorite stuff is the novels. I love the Timothy Zahn, was it Thrawn trilogy and the stuff after that, the Jedi Academy, the Bounty Hunter Wars. I read a pile of those. Haven't read them in years now, but I'm going to get out of here, everybody. Hope you enjoyed them. And if you did, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, all the other bullshit. Talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.